You brought some watches with us, so why don't we tackle some of the watches?
Exactly.
If you can.
So last year, I mentioned that we launched the automatic version. What I want and what we brought today is is fresh out of the oven. It's basically the novelty that we launched at SIHH this year, and that will be released in April.
So what do we have here?
So for example, here now we enlarged the collection with the quartz model. After launching in 2017 the automatic version, we are now launching the quartz version. Okay. This is a calf strap that has been.
That's nice.
Yes. So you have a calf strap with rubberized in the inside, so that.
So it's rubberized and it's calf. You've got orange accents on it.
Exactly. That wants to mimic, if you want, the sailcloth that we hear. So this is not sailcloth. This is calf with that pattern that is exclusive to Baume Mercier.
So you've got the quartz Clifton Club.
Correct.
And what's the millimeters?
You're in 42 millimeters.
So 42 millimeters, and then the automatic with the white dial.
Exactly. You have a white dial. It exists also on the black version, either on a strap or on a bracelet then. And then you have the more sporty looking guy with that ADLC case.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the straps. I like the material on them. I like the color, the stitching.
The dial, and then if you look and if you take attention to the dial, you will see as well the fact that it's a three-dimensional dial, and you have the flange as well with this orange touch that mimic the second hand. And so when you look at it from the front, you won't see it, but then as soon as you give some angles, you see that orange flange that gives it like this sporty look.
Excellent. And your automatic watches, they're either Valjoux or they're Sellita movements, correct?
That's correct. We're using a Sellita on the automatic watch like this. It's not that thick, so it goes under your jacket very well. And then you can still keep it to your outdoor activity at night, etc. And that's like it's really shock resistant. And here you will see also the bezel that has also the ADLC treatment. So really scratch proof. And so one of the big pillars for us this year again is focusing on Clifton Club, so that sports segment, and to continue to enrich that sports segment. You know, in a brand also you need a storytelling. You need to romance the brand. And we have been successful in the past 3 years to develop a partnership with Shelby Cobra, and we had that trilogy of watches to tell the story of Shelby and the partnership with Baume Mercier. So then this year we come with this new partnership with Indian Motorcycle, first American motorcycle brand. So it was for us a perfect combination. So we were lucky to be able to partner with them and develop a collection for them. And with them actually. So it's 3 model, chronograph automatic, yes, using the Valjoux, the 7750. Here you have this version which is a tribute to their legendary bikes. So this is for their Scout.
And this is a chronograph.
It's chronograph
where you have a date.
Yes. So I would invite you, now that you're like turning and playing with the date,
to get to the 19th.
And go to the 19.
Got
you will see. So the window will show you the 19 with 01 to commemorate, obviously, creation of Indian Motorcycle.
Which was started in 1901.
That's right.
And this is a limited edition?
That is a limited edition.
One out of?
Yes, 1 out of 1901 pieces. This is for the Scout, so you will look at also the way the dial has this cutout here, is to like commemorate the engine of those bikes, the V-twin.
And the strap itself is used from the leather of a saddle, right?
That's like to symbolize the leather from the saddles, but what we did here, we went and used leather from Irwin in Chicago, the legendary manufacturer of leather, which is basically what is great is that like a great character and will age with a beautiful patina.
Got it. Yeah, that's nice.
So you have the stamp of the Irwin manufacturer on the back, really again to make it to really continue and to tell that beautiful American story.
This is a beautiful watch. Of this collection, I'm gonna point out one of my favorites, which is the Burt Munro.
That's correct. Tribute to Burt Munro. Burt Munro was that New Zealander who had a passion for motorcycle but for speed. And in 1920, he bought an Indian bike that was the fastest speed this bike could go was 55 miles per hour. For him, it was not enough.
Yeah.
So he spent about like over 55 years in transforming his bike from 1920 to put him and to push that that engine to go faster. And this gentleman went on the Bonneville sort like flat to really try to beat the record, and then he beat a record of 184 miles per hour on a streamliner that was made out of his bike from 1920.
And he spent 50 years doing that. So the least they can do is make a tribute watch.
So this year, yes, they are commemorating the 50th anniversary of that commemoration, and so we came up with this model. So what a lot of attention to detail here that you have. So his lucky number was the 35 yellow that you could see on that streamliner with that long like black stripe. The dial is sandblasted and has a lot of, if you want, if you look at it carefully, to give
resemble
the feeling of
the sole flats.
Absolutely, on Bonneville. And then the eye, each watch will have on the second hand the eye of the Indian logo. Nice. A lot of, again, a lot of attention to detail, the logo of Indian Motorcycle on the back. And this one will be limited to 1967 pieces, which is the date of where he broke that record. That still stands today.